folks, welcome back. Pop Retro 1 at Instagram and X. And you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/popretro1. Now, a month ago, I posted a video that said, with the headline, "Physical media is dead." And that was like exactly a month ago. And I haven't posted anything since. And so, you might have thought that maybe I was gone. Physical media is dead. It's gone. It's died. And there's nothing left for me to talk about. So that was not the case. I just got very busy. Real life, as always, gets in the way. So thought I'd pop back on here real quick to share an unboxing, or I should say unshrink-wrapping, of this television series released by Mill Creek Entertainment recently called The Event. Now, The Event is a series that aired for one season, 2010-2011 television season, aired for 22 episodes. The Event was a series that contained elements of science fiction, action, adventure, and it had conspiracy thriller and political overtones. The series, it's about a group of extraterrestrials, some of which were detained by the government way back during World War II, after their ship crashes in Alaska. And others that were not captured have sort of blended in with society. And over the years, and that sort of is the basis for the conspiratorial storylines that are included in the 22 episodes of The Event. Now, I haven't watched this in a long time, and so I kind of don't remember a lot of it. I'm looking forward to rewatching it. The script was written in 2006 by series creator Nick Waters, and what's interesting is that in 2006, I would say the world, at least as far as television viewing was going, was really on the Lost kick, the TV series Lost. And every TV network was trying to duplicate the success of Lost by having these sort of dense, conspiracy-laden storylines with hints of science fiction where you weren't sure if it was actually real life or science fiction going on in the background of the storylines, and that kept you coming back for more and more. In fact, it was Lost really that kind of set in motion the regular TV blueprint today, which is of the sort of limited series where you get 8 to 12 episodes of a series, and that's all they're going to do because they don't want to overstay their welcome. They want to tell a story over the course of those episodes and then let it go. And what happened with Lost was that they got to, I think, season 3, which would have been, I think Lost started in 2004 and ended around 2010. And around season 3, around like 2006 or so, a lot of the critics and even some fans were like, hey, where is this going? It sort of seems to be spinning its wheels. And the producers of the show actually came out and said, yes, we are spinning our wheels. We don't know where to go with this show because we don't know how long it's going to be on, because TV in general, the way it had always run up to that point was that it wasn't limited. If you were a hit show, you just kept going and you kept going and you kept going, usually to the detriment of the stories. A lot of series that went to season 5, 6, 7, 8 and beyond. Sometimes, you could tell we're like, okay, they're just really just pumping out episodic stories here, which was great. I mean, you kept making money that way if you were involved in the series. But as far as a series like Lost and a series like The Event, well, that made it difficult. So by the time The Event came around, these networks and the producers were actually looking for, quote, event series. And in fact, it was a producer who saw that NBC was looking for an event series and put the ball in motion to get The Event on the air. Now, The Event was produced, one of the producers and the showrunner was Evan Katz. He's best known for a different, hugely popular political conspiracy series, and that was 24. You probably remember that if you were watching TV at the time. And of course, as mentioned, I believe it was probably heavily influenced by series like Lost And I thought it would be fun real quick just to show a few other series that I have in my collection that were, I would say, inspired by Lost. And mostly not very successful either. You know, they kind of came and went and are pretty forgotten. But I was so thrilled. I loved these shows back then that I was always trying to catch more shows that were like Lost, because Lost just seemed so fun to me at the time. So this one was, Fringe was actually pretty popular. It ran, I think, for 4 or 5 seasons. Same thing with Heroes, which ran for, I believe, 4 seasons. And then you get down to series that sort of were one-shots and didn't last very long. And we'll start with Jericho, which was a series, I believe it ran for 1 season, was canceled, and then some rabid fans really hounded the network, CBS, and said, we want more Jericho. So they came back, I think, with the 2nd season, but then it ended after that. One that I do kind of remember just because it was so weird and freaky was Surface. And again, all of these, it's been so long since I've watched a lot of these, so I have vague memories of what they were about exactly or how the stories went, but I just remember enjoying most of them for what they were. And Surface was just 1 season, I think only 15 episodes. Flash Forward, which came a little bit later. Daybreak with Tay Briggs, very conspiratorial. Threshold, another one I would throw into that stack of shows that you could just tell the networks were really trying to chase some of that lost gold of Lost. And coincidentally, the showrunner, or excuse me, the creator, series creator, Nick Waters, actually wrote episodes of a show called The 4400, which was another one I would put in the stack, but I can't find my copy of the discs. And Eureka, another show released on Blu-ray by Mill Creek Entertainment. And he had written some episodes of Eureka leading up to the time of the event. So in 2011, during the summer, Universal released a DVD set of the event just a couple months after the series had ended. And I think that's how I watched it actually originally, because it was the type of show where it's hard to miss an episode. And if you missed an episode in 2010 or 2011, it wasn't quite as easy back then to just go online and find it streaming somewhere. Netflix didn't start streaming original series until like 2012, a year or 2 later. And so it just wasn't a big thing back then. So getting a show on DVD and being able to watch it was kind of the way to go. So that brings us to this new release of The Event on Blu-ray, upgraded to Blu-ray by Mill Creek Entertainment. So let's open it up, unshrink-wrap it, take a look at what is inside this physical media package. Why? Because physical media really is not dead. If you're curious about what I had to say about physical media being dead, just go to the video just before this one, because that was the Physical Media is Dead video that I put up. So there you go. There's a look at the front of The Event, which, by the way, stars Jason Ritter, son of John Ritter, Sarah Romer, Laura Ennis, and Blair Underwood. You can probably recognize some of those faces if you're a heavy TV watcher over the years. There's a look at the back. There are some bonus features. Those include a making of the event, a featurette, Dr. Dempsey alternate story, deleted scenes, episode commentaries with creators, cast, and crew, and more. So, a bevy of special features, likely ported over from the special features on the DVD set, because it looks like they are the same as far as how they are described on the old DVD set. But very cool that they ported them over, because a lot of times these Blu-ray upgrades don't get the special features. Sometimes they get new special features, but sometimes they don't get any, and they don't even port over old DVD special features. So thanks to Universal for at least allowing Mill Creek to port those over. So here's a look at the discs for The Event. Kind of flip them around a little bit so they're right side up. Kind of a nice looking Disc format too. You got different art on each disc. 5-disc set. And there you have it, folks. The Event from 2010-2011. Brand new release on Blu-ray from Mill Creek Entertainment. There's a link to purchase below if you'd like to pick this up and add it to your collection. So thanks for watching, and I will be back soon with some more reviews, unboxings, unshrink wrappings, and some haul videos. I'll see you then.